is BC News with
Annabelle,
Garrett,
and Sean. And special thanks to Blaze, who's behind the camera, and for helping with the script.
Today is Friday, May 17th, 2013. It is 161st day of school. Only 10 more days left.
please remember that all students need to be in the cafeteria or the playground in the morning 8:05 to 8:15. Students should not be hanging out in the commons or in the hallways. Students eating breakfast in the morning need to put their jackets, backpacks along the wall and not in the doorway. Thank you.
2013 Youth ATV Safety Training information is in the office. You need to be 11 years old before May 18th to join. The cost is $15.
This is the last week for book checkouts in the Media Center. Please remember to bring books back and turn them in.
Temperature today is expected to be 65 degrees.
Lunch for today is pizza, salad, corn, and pears. Lunch for Monday is hamburger, potatoes, cucumbers, celery, and a fruit salad. Breakfast for Monday is sausage, toast, fruit, and juice.
Today is track and field day. Good luck in all the events. Thursday, May 30th. 6th grade graduation.
Please watch our interview with author, songwriter Douglas Wood.
Hello, Douglas Wood.
Hello.
Thank you for meeting with us.
My pleasure.
Please tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Douglas Wood, and I write books for a living. And I also play music with my Wild Spirit Band. And I've spent a lot of time as a wilderness guide, guiding people on trips through the north woods of Minnesota and Canada. And so a lot of my books and music have something to do with the great outdoors and with our natural world.
That's very awesome. What other hobbies do you have?
Well, my hobbies are kind of the same thing that I do for a living. I like reading, I like writing, I like paddling canoes and camping and fishing. I have a little island called Fawn Island, which one of my books is about Fawn Island. And when I go there, I like to fish and go out in the boat and explore. And I also like to play sports, golf and tennis and stuff like that.
Me too.
Good.
Do you like what you are doing?
Do I like what I'm doing? Well, I do lots of different things. So part of what I'm doing is visiting schools like yours today. And I definitely like that. I like visiting boys and girls, and I like staying in touch with my readers. But I also like the times when I'm not in school. I like it when I'm home in my own office working on a new book, coming up with a new project or new idea. And I like taking time off and just riding my motorcycle or going fishing or camping and stuff like that too. Yep. So I kind of like my life.
What is the best part?
The best part. Getting to do the things that I like for a living. Not everybody gets to do that, you know. And so since I really like books and I really like writing and I really like kids, then doing this for a living is a pretty good fit for me.
Which is your favorite, writing books or songs, Douglas Wood?
Oh boy, which is my favorite, music or song, or books or songs? Depends on what day of the week it is, what mood I'm in. Some days I really feel like doing music. Some days I really feel like writing. And so because I'm an ADD person, that's kind of a good thing. I have different moods and I have different things that I can do. Sometimes I spend hours and hours drawing for the pictures for some of my adult books. And sometimes I spend hours writing, and sometimes I spend hours in the woods. And sometimes I spend hours practicing my instruments. So it's nice to be able to go back and forth.
Which book and song is your favorite?
Well, I've always liked Granddad's Prayers of the Earth, and I still do. Sometimes when I write a new book, then that's my favorite for a while. So right now I really love When a Dad Says I Love You, because that's my newest book. But I always kind of come back to Granddad's Prayers of the Earth as my favorite book, I think. And songs, that pretty much depends on what mood I'm in. Sometimes I really like an up-tempo, fast song. Sometimes I like a slow, thoughtful song. Sometimes I even like a sad song.
You've been doing this.
Well, my first book is Old Turtle, and that was published in 1991. Actually, just the very last month or two of 1991, and it really came out in 1992. So what's this, 2013? So that's like 21 or 22 years. But I was really doing this before the first book, because I was writing and performing my music and visiting schools and traveling around the country doing my Earth songs. So if you put it all together, it's probably 35 years or so.
And who helped you get started with this?
Lots of people helped me get started. My parents kind of gave me a musical education, and I discovered the books of Sigurd Olson, who wrote wonderful books about northern Minnesota. And I had another friend named Mike Link, who was a naturalist, who started teaching me about the natural world. He gave me a job when I needed one. My wife's helped me a lot, so lots of help.
How long does the writing process take from beginning to end?
That's a really good question. What's your next question? I'm just kidding you, because I never know. Don't know the answer. When you start a new project or a new book or even a song, you just start it and you find out how long it's going to take, because you don't know when you start.
Yeah. Grow up. So I want to know, what is it like being an author?
Different days are different. There's the days when you're all by yourself and you're just thinking and writing. When I'm writing, I like to go, in the warm weather, I like to go out to my old garage, which has little windows. I can open them up and I can hear the birds sing, but it's real quiet and cool in there, and nobody comes bothering me around in the garage, so that's kind of the quiet times. Sometimes in the winter months I write in my office in the house. Sometimes I just write in the back of a car on an airplane when I'm traveling. And some days I don't write at all, like I'm not getting much writing done today, but instead I'm visiting with boys and girls. So you kind of have to shift gears a lot when you're a writer, and you don't always have time or have an opportunity to write, but it's usually not very far from your mind.
Advice for us writing our own stories?
Well, I think that some of you are probably already way ahead of where I was when I was your age, so you probably don't need much advice. But if I was going to give any advice, I would say have fun with it, and when you're doing your rough draft, make it a rough draft. Don't try and make it perfect. Don't worry about getting everything right in your rough draft. Just get it down on paper, get the ideas down on paper, and then come back later and have fun rewriting. Then both parts of it can be fun. You can have fun doing the rough draft, and you can have fun messing around with it and playing with it, like playing with a jigsaw puzzle or playing in a sandbox later. And then writing isn't such hard work, because it shouldn't be such hard work. It should be fun.
I agree.
Do you have any questions for us?
Any questions for you? How'd y'all get so smart?
Well, there is some amazing teachers in Barnum.
I think so. I think you have a very good school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope that you, when I was in school at your age, I didn't have anything like this where you could tape record interviews. I never got to meet an author. So I think you're off to a really good start.
Thanks for taking time with us and answering our questions.
I enjoyed visiting with you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for being respectful, responsible, and safe.
Have a great weekend.